Hi, I would like to share with you some some things that I've found in Scripture. These are the seven last sayings of Christ before before he died on the cross. These the called the seven last words. These are taken from all four of the Gospels and here here are the seven la- seven last words in order. The first the first one is Father Father forgive them for they do not know what they are doing. That's that's from Luke 23:34, and that's when Jesus was about, about to be nailed on the cross, and I'll read you the scripture in context. And when they were come to the place which is called Calvary, also known as Golgotha, which is a place of the skull, there they crucified him, and the malefactors, um, one on the right hand and the other on the left. Then said Jesus, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And he parted his raiment and cast lots. And the, the and Jesus forgave those who were go, going to put him on the cross, because I mean, because of course they had no idea that that his being crucified was going to save save them from their sins. I mean, and the next one that he says is, "You'll be with me in paradise," which is from Luke 23:43, and I'll read the scriptures that are I'll read the scripture in context, and saying, and one of the malefactors which were hanged railed on him, saying, If you be the Christ, save yourself and us. But the other answering rebuked him, saying, Do you not fear God, seeing you are in the same condemnation? And we indeed justly, for we receive the due reward of our deeds. But this man has done nothing amiss. And he said unto Jesus, Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom. And Jesus said unto him, Verily I say unto you, today shall you be with me in paradise. I mean, Jesus was talking to one of the criminals that was hanging on a cross, and the other criminal was was basically saying, "If you be the Christ, save yourself and us." And the one who confessed Jesus, saying, "Do not fear God," seeing that they were under same condemnation. There there's a difference between the two criminals. So there's one who died in his sin, and there's the other who died to his sin. I mean, there were, I mean, one of them was expecting a miracle to happen. The other was basically expecting his, his what he deserved to get after he died, and sure, and pretty much sure that he heard Jesus talk about hell one time, and just that and he said, we 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 indeed justly, because we're getting due reward for our deeds, but this man, talking about Jesus, has done nothing wrong, and said, Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom. And Jesus said, Surely I say unto you, today you'll be with me in paradise. Now the now next two verses are pretty much back to back, and they come from chapter 19, and and Jesus was saying to his mother, "Woman, behold your son," and 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 this is John 19:26-27, and I'll read it in the context that it was written in. But now there stood by the cross of Jesus his mother, and his mother's sister, Mary the wife of Cleophas, and Mary Magdalene. When Jesus therefore saw his mother and disciples standing by, whom he had loved, he says unto his mother, Woman, behold your son. Then says he to the disciple, Behold your mother. And from that hour that disciple took her into his own home. And that's, I mean, that's Jesus talking to John the disciple, the one once Gospel John said was the disciple that Jesus loved, and he was given charge of watching over Jesus' mother, because his brothers and sisters basically weren't believers at that point. And now the next one I'm going to take you to is Matthew 27:46, which is Eli, Eli, lema sabachthani, which is my God, why have you forsaken me? Now go to where it says in context, and it's like it says, now from the 6th hour there was darkness over all the land unto the 9th hour. And about the 9th hour Jesus cried with a loud voice, saying, Eli, Eli, lema sabachthani. That is to say, my God, why have you forsaken me? And some of them that stood there, when they heard that, said that this man calls for Elias, or Elijah, as most other translators say. Now there are two sayings that are from now. Eli, Eli, lema sabachthani is Jesus were quoting from the Psalm 22, in case you the very beginning of that psalm is saying, my God, why have you forsaken me? Now we're going to two verses that come from the same book, one following the other, and Jesus says in John 19:28, I thirst. And in the following verse, John 19:30, he says, it is finished. This is, I'll read it in context and saying, after this, Jesus, knowing that all things were now accomplished, that the scripture might be fulfilled, says, I thirst. Now there was set a vessel full of vinegar, and they filled a sponge with vinegar and put it upon hyssop and put it to his mouth. When Jesus therefore had received the vinegar, he said, it is finished, and he bowed his head and gave up the ghost. That's Jesus saying that his work on earth is now finished, and he accomplished everything he set out to do during his first advent, and he's now ready to be received up to the Father. And this is where the final verse from Matthew chapter 23 is, where it's Father, into your hands I commend my spirit, which is Luke 23:46, and I'm going to read it in context, and it says, and it was about the 6th hour, and there was a darkness over all the earth until the 9th hour, and the sun was darkened, and the veil of the temple was rent in mist. And when Jesus had cried with a loud voice, he said, Father, into your hands I commend my spirit. And having said thus, he gave up the ghost. And this is the point where Matthew, Mark say that he cried out with a loud voice, and then gave up the ghost, and he died, which is pretty much what giving up the ghost means. So those are the 7 last words of Jesus that he spoke before he died on the cross. So anyway, I hope you find this interesting, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and may God bless you.